Welcome to 22 Tech Zoom. Today's video showcases an extraordinary example of traditional Chinese woodworking and joinery, where ancient techniques meet modern craftsmanship. Our journey begins with site preparation. The ground is cleared of debris and leveled using a tractor, creating a clean canvas for construction. A cement base slab is poured to establish a solid, stable foundation that will support the entire structure. What makes this project remarkable is the building method. The entire house will be constructed from timber using the ancient mortise and tenon joinery technique. No screws or nails required. The builder begins processing rough wooden logs, shaping their irregular edges with both hand and power tools. Each piece is carefully measured and marked before precision cuts are made with a chainsaw following the marked guidelines. Concrete cubes are positioned at equal intervals across the foundation slab. These elevated supports serve multiple critical functions. They provide ventilation beneath the structure and protect the wooden frame from ground moisture, extending the building's lifespan. The mortise and tenon joint represents woodworking at its finest, simple in concept, yet ingenious in execution. This joint connects two pieces of wood through interlocking components. The tenon, a projecting piece, slots perfectly into the mortise, a corresponding cavity in another piece. The result is a strong mechanical connection that resists both pulling and twisting forces. Each joint is custom fitted to interlock like a three-dimensional puzzle, creating structural integrity without metal fasteners. Precision is everything here. During the framing stage especially, measurements must be absolute and accuracy uncompromising. The frame serves as the central axis for the entire structure. One of the final framing steps involves preparing the structure for roofing. Sturdy roof beams are carefully positioned to support flat planks that form the roof's base layer. This wooden foundation will eventually hold the final roofing material securely in place. After trimming excess materials, the framing for both the main house and roof structure is complete. Construction now shifts to a smaller wing adjacent to the main building. Following the same process, concrete cubes are evenly positioned across the foundation slab. With crane assistance, the wooden frame is mounted onto these supports. The construction method remains consistent. Well-dried, treated timber joined exclusively through traditional mortise and tenon techniques. Additional wooden partitions are installed to further reinforce the frame's stability. The roofing phase begins with laying tiles across the completed frame. Beyond standard tiles, specialized pieces are used. Verge tiles for edges, ridge tiles for peaks, and hip tiles for angled sections. These specialty tiles are typically installed after the main tile courses to create a polished, aesthetically pleasing finish. Decorative elements like finials often crown the roof apex or accent porches, adding distinctive architectural character. The overlapping installation method ensures comprehensive coverage and weather protection. Each tile row overlaps the one beneath it, creating a watertight seal that channels rainwater safely off the roof. End caps cover ridge terminals, providing additional protection while delivering a professional appearance. A bandsaw is set up to cut dried logs into uniform planks. Bark must be completely removed from these planks. It's a critical step because bark provides ideal nesting habitat for woodworms. Woodworm infestation is absolutely unacceptable. If these pests establish themselves, they'll devour the wood from within, compromising structural integrity. Over time, this internal damage can destabilize the building and drastically reduce its lifespan. Precision becomes even more crucial when working with the mortise and tenon method. Planks must be dimensionally identical to ensure perfect joint matching. This consistency is essential not only for structural strength, but also for aesthetic unity throughout the building. Wooden walls are now installed, dividing the open space into functional rooms. A laser line level ensures absolute precision during this phase. The builder uses this tool to mark connection points, guaranteeing that cuts and joints align correctly. Installing the first floor requires wooden beams positioned between frame members to serve as the structural axis. The accuracy of the entire floor depends on precise beam placement. These are essentially the rails upon which everything else rests. Once again, mortise and tenon joints must be cut perfectly for firm connections. Concrete building blocks are placed beneath the beams to minimize vibration during use. Electrical wiring is run beneath the floor, protected inside conduit pipes to prevent damage. This creates a hidden wiring network throughout the structure. Once this subflooring work concludes, the finished floorboards can be installed. Floorboards are cut and sized precisely to fit each space. A small expansion gap, just a few millimeters, is left between the planks and walls. This allows for wood expansion during high humidity without damaging adjacent walls. The second floor installation follows. First, the builder uses an electric sander to clean and smooth the wood surfaces, removing splinters and creating a polished finish. Since the second floor beams also form the first floor's ceiling, they must be finished to perfection to maintain interior aesthetics. The flooring technique mirrors the first floor, precision cutting with small expansion gaps at walls. As flooring progresses, both interior and exterior partition walls are mounted. Boards slide easily into position between vertical supports, fitting securely at their joints. The same methodology is applied to attic interior walls. To separate the room ceilings from the attic space above, a wooden divider layer is added. Structural beams provide stability while wooden planks fill empty spaces, completing the second floor ceiling installation. For curved or hard-to-reach spaces, the carpenter employs a clever technique. Attaching a pencil to a wooden stick, he traces curves by rotating around posts at a fixed radius. This creates clean, accurate cutting lines. A power saw then cuts along these lines, producing pieces that fit wall contours perfectly. Despite the all-wood construction philosophy, certain areas require concrete block construction, specifically wet zones like bathrooms. High humidity makes these spaces unsuitable for wood over time. After walls are built, a roof slab must be installed. The builder creates a metal frame, constructs a mesh-like structure within it, and fills this with a sand-cement mixture. Surface leveling is crucial, ensuring no gaps remain in the metal mesh. Finally, surfaces are leveled, and walls are plastered both inside and out. Stairs represent one of the project's most essential elements, demanding exact measurements at every step. The process begins by measuring the total height, the total rise of the installation area. This number is divided by the standard rise per step, determining the required step count. Slots for each step are carefully cut using a miter saw, then refined with woodworking chisels to ensure perfect fits. The second stringer is prepared identically. Standard specifications call for step rises between 17 and 20 centimeters, with tread depth minimum of 23 centimeters. Enough space for average foot placement with comfort and safety. Wooden braces connect and reinforce both stringers from each side, maximizing structural strength. Once the support structure is secure, treads and risers fit into place. After the second stringer is installed, the complete staircase is attached to the upper floor. For a modern aesthetic touch, LED lighting is added beneath each step. An electrician installs hidden wiring throughout the staircase structure, connecting lights to a central power distribution board. The space beneath the staircase is enclosed with wooden paneling, creating both aesthetic appeal and structural support. This transforms unused space into practical storage, a smart way to maximize functionality without sacrificing style. Step lighting adds modern elegance while creating a striking visual effect that makes the staircase a stunning focal point. While technically possible to build stairs without handrails, doing so severely compromises safety. Handrails are critical components, installed along one or both sides to provide secure, easy-to-grasp surfaces. Beyond safety, they add structure and visual appeal, serving as both functional and aesthetic design features. In this case, since one staircase side sits directly against a wall, naturally providing support and safety, only the open side requires a handrail. Proper alignment and tight connections ensure long-term stability and user safety. All joints must be fitted with precision. Attention to these structural details enhances both safety and the overall quality of the finish. The builder crafts door and window frames next. Mortises and tenons are cut at panel ends, while inner sides are cut at 45-degree angles to ensure joints fit together seamlessly. Open areas designed for light admission receive decorative mesh installations. To create mesh frames, wood panels are carefully notched without compromising panel integrity. Each notch receives a second cut panel, ensuring smooth, uniform design. Mesh measurements are crucial for perfect fit and aesthetic results. Part of the mesh includes a sliding mechanism for easy opening and closing. The door and window frame designs are identical, creating visual cohesion throughout the space. The main space is now fully enclosed, creating a large, expansive hall flooded with warmth and natural sunlight. The finishing phase requires careful attention to detail. Every surface is meticulously smoothed, using electric sanders to achieve uniform, imperfection-free finishes. Wood gaps are filled, using wood-colored filler mixed with pigment, ensuring seamless results. An air release device clears surfaces of dust, leaving everything spotless before the next step. The spray painting process begins with clear, colorless varnish that protects wood while preserving its natural beauty. After the initial clear varnish layer, colored finishing begins. The builder selects pigment to give wood a rich, luxurious appearance. Pigment is mixed into base coat and applied with a spray machine for even coverage. This painting process extends to every detail: ceilings, floors, stairs, windows, and doors. The method works for both interior and exterior surfaces. Exterior treatment is especially important. Environmental factors like rain, cold, and intense sunlight significantly impact facades. For optimal results, 2 paint coats provide both durability and flawless finish. Painted doors and windows are now ready for reinstallation. Carpenters ensure stationary parts fit securely into main frames, remaining solid and immovable. Movable doors must slide smoothly along rail sets. Sliding mechanisms attached with rollers allow doors to glide effortlessly. Craftsmen attach one mechanism part to the door itself, the other to the frame. Once aligned and adjusted, doors fit perfectly, opening and closing with ease. Before final flooring installation, the electrical network must be established beneath the first floor layer. All wiring is gathered into special plastic conduit running throughout the house, providing power sources to each room. Smaller beams are fixed to the first floor layer, facilitating second layer installation. The builder vacuums the entire space clean. High-quality wood is used for flooring, its surface treated to match interior design. During installation, no expansion gaps are needed between floor and walls. The wood has been thoroughly dried and treated, allowing direct wall contact without expansion or damage risk. In each room, wires are pulled up through floors to designated spots for electrical outlets and power sources. Once floor covering is completely laid, the transformation is remarkable. Every detail, color, style harmonizes perfectly, adding seamless, elegant finish to the interior. With the house complete, interior furnishing begins. The carpenter starts with the bedroom, crafting a wooden bed. As in previous projects, precision is paramount. He selects appropriately sized wooden planks, marks them according to sketches, then cuts them using a drilling machine. These form the main bed frame components. For added accuracy, cuts are refined with woodworking chisels, ensuring perfect fits. Before assembly, wood glue is applied to joints. Horizontal wooden pieces are inserted into cut sections, forming the bed structure. This ensures sturdiness and stability. For the headboard, several planks are prepared to interlock. Sides are curved to fit together. Once pieces are ready, glue is applied and components are tightly clamped. The glue requires drying time for solid bonding. During this period, the carpenter works on the headboard frame. Joints are cut at 45-degree angles, then carefully joined. The same process is repeated for the footboard, which is slightly shorter than the headboard. Once the frame is assembled, the bed receives its first light paint layer via spray machine. After the first layer dries, a second darker coat enhances the finish. Finally, the bed is carefully placed in the bedroom. For extra stability, the carpenter installs side panels and places the mattress on top. The result is a beautifully crafted, sturdy bed that perfectly complements the room's design.
走啦。
啊，放点才危险。
The kitchen is among the home's most important spaces, where family members spend significant time together. Here, the floor level is too low. The area must first be filled with soil to achieve correct height. Once filled, the surface is carefully leveled and firmly compacted for a stable, even foundation. After proper surface preparation, a sand-cement mixture creates the floor stretching. This forms a smooth, solid base for final floor covering. Now begins construction of one of the kitchen's most important features, the smokeless stove. A floor section is cut out for plumbing system installation. In other marked areas, stove construction begins. Brick is the ideal material for withstanding high temperatures, making it perfect for this application. This traditional stove requires specific construction techniques. It relies entirely on craftsmanship, from careful fire brick placement to internal channel design. To create a supporting surface, the builder uses granite slab reinforced with rebar and concrete mixture for strength and durability. This also creates a perfect spot for placing kitchen items or tools. To help the stove retain heat longer, its outer sides are filled with compacted soil. This added insulation traps warmth inside, making the stove more efficient. Once filled, the surface is smoothly plastered to seal heat and provide a clean, finished appearance. For preparing family-sized meals, a large wok must be installed on the surface. The craftsman marks the wok's radius, then constructs the upper platform using fire-resistant bricks. In rural China's heart, tradition and innovation unite to create the smokeless stove, crafted from locally sourced bricks and clay. Construction begins with a solid foundation, ensuring durability and excellent heat retention. The stove center is left open for heat to rise freely. To help retain warmth for extended periods, outer walls are filled with compacted soil, and the entire surface is smoothly plastered. Once the stove body is complete, rebar is added to the platform. The metal helps retain heat even after fire dies down, maintaining steady cooking temperatures. Together, both stoves create a highly efficient cooking station capable of handling multiple simultaneous tasks. The same method builds the second stove. Both are carefully plastered inside and out, ensuring clean finish and lasting performance. The wok installation area must first be filled with concrete for a solid, stable base. The craftsman then marks the granite slab, carefully tracing the wok's exact size to cut a precise opening. Once prepared, granite is secured onto the surface. Granite's sturdy, heat-resistant qualities make it ideal for this task, offering both practicality and beauty. To complete installation, the entire stove, top and side sections, is covered with smooth granite slabs, creating cohesive, polished appearance. This granite layer enhances durability while providing sleek, modern finish. The creator pours water into the wok, planning to test how quickly it heats. Now it's time to test the stove. He lights the fire and observes airflow and combustion inside the oven. Everything appears to be in order. The chimney works properly, drawing smoke efficiently, and the water reaches a boil, demonstrating strong, consistent heat distribution. To protect interior space from moisture, a ventilation system is installed. Large corrugated pipes are mounted in the ceiling, connected to the hood. This prevents steam accumulation in the room during cooking. The creator chooses natural stone for the bathroom sink. Processing such a large stone slab is challenging, requiring patience, precision, and care. The work demands time, but safety is equally important. As stone is shaped, it breaks into fine dust and small particles, making protective gear essential. Using an electric breaker, the stone's inner part is carefully carved out, then cleaned and refined. Special polishing solution is applied, smoothing the surface and providing a clean, refined finish. Finally, a circular drill creates an opening at the center, preparing the stone for drainage pipe installation. In this episode, we witnessed a house built with amazing craftsmanship using the traditional mortise and tenon method. Truly a masterpiece. We also explored interior finishing work, crafted furniture, and bathroom and kitchen setups. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more fascinating projects, make sure to subscribe to Angsu's channel and check out our other episodes. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.